So I did the test. It is 10 days post ovulation. Um, yeah, post ovulation, since when they did, excuse me, the IUI, and 10 days. So for most people who take the trigger, this is the day, this is a day when it pretty much going to show you what it is. So we're going to see what the test says. So here we go. So it's 6:36. I had tested with the first response, the yes plus no, and it said no. That was on 10 DPO, and I tested with the stripped, and it said it didn't show a second line. And so I've now done a first response, early response, the one that tests 6 days sooner. So that's what we're going to look at today. This is my Iui Cycle 1. They say it doesn't work the first cycle. You know, obviously, I'm optimistic that it works, but I'm also being realistic as well. So we'll now take a look and see. Now, it did say yes. It did have another line on my cycle day 9, but it could have also just been testing out the trigger. So we'll see. So these is the results. I'm going to see if I can see a second line. Okay, I'm not seeing one on this first response. 6 days sooner. I think if there was one, I definitely would have seen it. This is 10 DPO. I'm thinking that the trigger shot is completely out of my system. Do you guys see anything? I don't see anything. I thought maybe on the left I'm seeing something faint, but I don't. So I think this is a no for this cycle 1. IUI cycle 1, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because I don't see a second line. Yep. So, okay, let's see what the test says. The test says no. All right, I guess it's going to be on Clomid cycle 2. So this is actually the 6 days sooner test. You can kind of see that line, and that took that at 9 DPO, and then I took this at 10 DPO. So, and then this is the Chippy, and I think the Chippy is saying the same thing. I think it's saying no as well. Let me take a look at it. See if it frames. Yeah, you can see that. Kind of put it, yeah, you can kind of see that. So there's clearly no line. On the Chippy. So my thinking is from this 3 tests. Now, the first response test 6 days earlier, and you can kind of see that, you can obviously see that second line. So I'm gonna wait and see. I may take another first response just to, check and see, because that one tests 6 days sooner, and that other first response, it probably wouldn't be able to test this early, because I'm actually the morning, this is the first urine of 10 DPO. So I'm going to use a first response and see what happens. Stay tuned. So it looks like the first IUI cycle did not work. So I'm expecting my period to come as planned on Thursday. Because this is the first response 6 days sooner. It worked. I think the only reason it worked on 9 DPO was the HSG was still there. But at 10 DPO, obviously, the HSG was completely out of my system. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's IUI, cycle 1. So the reason I am very level-headed about it is because you're supposed to do like 3 IUI cycles. And then if that doesn't work, move on to IVF. So it's kind of like a journey. So we'll kind of like see what every step brings. So now I just have to prepare for IUI cycle 2 and hope for the best. And again, I think for me, going through each step was really important because I wanted to make sure that I maximized every single opportunity. So to prepare myself, I'm going to go back, making sure that I'm eating my organic diet, getting ready for after these eggs get released, my other eggs that are there, making sure that they're healthy for IUI cycle 2. So baby, that's to all.